pardon my saying so, but let's take Saudi Arabia first. Do you call Saudi Arabia a developed country? The per capita income is huge. I mean, it produces 10 million barrels of oil a day for a population of 17 million, less than in Malaysia. Malaysia produces 600,000 barrels a day for a population of 28 million. Saudi Arabia produces 10 million barrels a day for a population of 17 million. And yet Saudi Arabia is not listed as a developed country. Why is that so? It is because despite the wealth, they are not able to apply the wealth in order to develop their country. They are so dependent upon others. And of course, if you want to do things yourself, you have to have certain characters. You have to be hardworking, you have to be very keen on improving yourself and applying your knowledge for the good of yourself and your society. If you don't have that value system which influences you to do things that are good for yourself, then you are not going to be a developed country. We had this ambition to become a developed country by the year 2020. That's not a long way off now. It's only about 9 years or even 8 years. And we want to be a developed country sometimes without actually understanding what is a developed country. Is it because you have a per capita income of 36,000? Well, Saudi has got per capita income of much more than that. So is Brunei. So are some of the Arab states which produces oil. Are they developed? And the answer, of course, is that they are not developed because apart from the amount of money they have, the per capita income, the GDP, which is used to measure the performance of a country, apart from that, they have no knowledge. They have no industries of their own. They don't do research and invent and produce things. They don't have capacities to provide for their own defense even. They cannot build their own aircraft, they buy. They buy from the developed countries. They have no engineering knowledge, no real industries. Obviously, they do not have IT industries at the level of the developed countries. And therefore, a country like Saudi Arabia is not classified as a developed country. So, along with knowledge, there is also a need for education. In order to apply, you must know the right knowledge. We have so many things coming to us. You just look into the internet, you can ask any question, put in Yahoo, whatever question subject you want to know, and outpours a huge amount of knowledge under various headings, history and everything that you want to know about a thing. You can find in Yahoo today. But do you want to access that kind of knowledge without being critical about the knowledge? You need to know that knowledge that can contribute towards your performance, your achievement. And of course, being patriotic, you want to contribute to your society, your country. So the skill at sifting is today more and more important. In order to do that, we have search engines. People who are smart enough to understand that knowledge alone is not enough. The access to knowledge depends upon certain classification. If you can classify knowledge, then you can identify the right knowledge. If you don't classify knowledge, you cannot identify the right knowledge. So these people invented Yahoo and the other search engines in order to facilitate our access to the right knowledge. These are very clever people, and as you know, they make a lot of money. That's one thing about making use of knowledge the right way. You know how to make use knowledge the right way, you make a lot of money, you become a very rich man and even a very powerful man. But of course, along the way, if you are going to die, you die.